Good evening, and welcome to Sports Line Radio. My name is Dave, the MeatMan Scandaliato, and I'm broadcasting live from beautiful, sunny Las Vegas, Nevada. It's nice out there, Cap. The sports gaming capital of the United States of America. We're still the sports gaming capital. That could change any day now. The Supreme Court is going to rule on the sports betting case any week. At any time, the ruling can come out. And they got places that are ready to open for business the next day. The next day. I can't wait. I cannot wait till they expand sports gambling in the United States of America. It's going to be good for business, for the meat man. You know, I'm always supposed to be happy for everybody. Well, you can be happy for me. You know what I'm saying? You can be happy for the meat man. I'll have more opportunities to talk with people who stink at gambling. I mean, they're just not any good at it. I mean, I talk to a lot of people. They're just not any good at it. They're not any good at it. I mean, the bottom line is they're not any good at it. They try. They do their best. But the bottom line is they're not any good at it. And you're listening to this program on 910 AM WBR. CBS Sports Radio, Baton Rouge. Of course, you can always listen live online at PelicanSportsTV.com, PelicanSportsTV.com. Or you can do like the Meat Man does right over the old iPhone. You got the smartphone, you got the Android, you just download the WUBR 910 AM app. Put it right there on the phone. I love it. I absolutely love it. At any given time, I hit the button on the phone and bang, 910 AM WUBR CBS Sports Radio Baton Rouge pops up. All sports, all the time, Cap. You gotta love it. You gotta absolutely love it. So, I'm glad to be here. I'm glad to have you there for another edition of the program. Every Friday we get together, 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. Central Time. We talk gambling, sports gambling against the spread. Pretty soon it won't be a secret anymore. We'll be able to publicize the show. I won't have to read the disclaimer before the program starts. We'll just be able to have a program with no disclaimer. We won't have to read the disclaimer. How you like that? We won't have to read the disclaimer anymore. People like the disclaimer. Makes it seem like the show's serious. You know, I don't have to read that. I just do that for effect, just to let everybody know. It's like going to church, and at the end of Mass, Father Montalero, he goes, now bow your head, and I'm going to give you the most solemn prayer the Lord can ever give you. You feel like you're getting something for your money, if you know what I'm talking about. That's why I read the disclaimer. But, man, I tell you, it'd be nice, man, if they legalize it everywhere. It'd be good. There'd be a few states that won't have it. 40 states have casino gambling in them right now. And a lot of the states, some of the states that don't have the casino gambling, they got racetracks. Go figure that. So believe me, in the Indian tribe, you don't think these Indian casinos, they'll be blind up around a corner to book your action. Especially if they put the integrity fee on there, that 1%, make you bet 12 to win 10 instead of 11 to win 10. The integrity fee, the integrity tax. Instead of having to hit 52.4% of your games, now you got to hit 54.8% of your games. You think it's tough now? The integrity tax. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens, but the bottom line is, like I said, I'm glad to be here. I'm glad to have you there. No football this week. No football, unfortunately. Yeah, we got the Senior Bowl, we got the Pro Bowl and all that, but I'm not playing any of that. Do a little basketball, no doubt about it. We're going to talk about the Pegasus Cup for a little while on today's program. That's the big horse race that they have now in the beginning of every year. To enter your horse, it's $1 million. Might even be more than $1 million. The purse is like $16 million. So it might even be more. I'm not exactly sure, but I know it's at least $1 million to enter your horse into the Pegasus Cup. And the horse of the year will be running in the Pegasus Cup, the winner of the 2017 Breeders' Cup Classic, Gun Runner. He's in the field. It's a field of 12. It's not a bad field. You know, no Arrogate, no California Chrome, you know what I'm saying? None of the horses we're kind of used to hearing about, but, like I said, we still got Gun Runner. Still got a couple of horses. It's going to be a good race. I mean, don't get me wrong. Costs $1 million to enter your horse. So, I mean, there ain't nobody playing around. I mean, you're not going to enter some nag, pay $1 million. I mean, somebody might just to be there, get his face on TV. You know what I'm talking about, Cap. But for the most part, this is a pretty serious race with some pretty serious horses running. So we're going to talk about that. Obviously, we're going to talk about the LSU Tigers and the Auburn Tigers basketball game. When you call a bookie tomorrow, just say, give me the Tigers. Give me the Tigers, 110 to win 100, and hang up. And call me back later and ask you, when can I pick up my money? I tell you, the Auburn Tigers, the LSU Tigers, what are you talking about, Cap? I always pay you when I lose. I see you adding on to your house, good SOB, give me that $100. Yep, that was the old days, before the internet and the computer. Now you got to actually click what Tiger team you want. LSU and Auburn. This could be a good game right here. I mean, believe me. LSU has actually beaten Auburn, I think, 2 out of the last 3 times they've gone there. I got to check. I got to check and see. I got to take a look. But I know I'm taking LSU tomorrow and the 11 points. I mean, look, I mean, come on. There's no way I'm not taking the shoe and the 11 points. Now, this is a big game for LSU. They got to win some of these games. They got to win this game. You want to go to the field of 68, even if it's the first 4 deal on Tuesday and Wednesday, whatever it takes, Cap. Whatever it takes. This is the kind of win you got to get. I think Auburn's like 18-2. 18-2, but we're going to dissect all that. We're going to take a look-see in just a minute. So we got a lot of stuff to cover. Super Bowl, LSU basketball, Pegasus Cup, NBA basketball. Pelicans are playing the Houston Rockets tonight. Chris Paul coming back to the Smoothie King Center. This time as a Rocket. He used to come back as a Clipper. Now he's coming back as a Rocket. And the Pelicans, they got to send a message, man. They got to send a message to the Rockets. Look, this is the last place you want to come try to win a basketball game if we meet in the playoffs. This is the last place you want to come, guys. I mean, believe me, they got to push Chris Paul around and James Harden and all that stuff. But so there's a lot to cover on the program here today. So let's go ahead and get things started by quickly reminding everybody that the following information is to be used as news material only and is not intended to violate any state, federal, or local laws. All right, and a quick congratulations to everybody that followed the MeatMan last week. We go 2-0. We take the Jacksonville Jaguars plus a 7.5 minus $1.20 against the New England Patriots. That line actually closed 8. Never in doubt. Never in doubt. Yeah, we sweated it out a little bit at the end. But the bottom line is never in doubt. Then, of course, we come with the Philadelphia Eagles, the outdoor team, playing against the indoor team, where the indoor team is 0-11, lifetime. When playing a championship game outdoors, and they're laying 3 points. I mean, come on, Cap. Come on. Too easy. Yeah, it was sweating a little bit when Minnesota took the ball, went right down the field. It was 7-0. But if there's one thing the MeatMan's learned over the 30 years of gambling, more like 35 years, the long game, and you can't worry about what happens the first drive. Just because a team's winning 7-0, and there's 56 minutes left in the game, believe me, that doesn't mean much. Doesn't mean much. The team that scores first wins about half the time. I've learned that over the years, so I wasn't too worried about it. But, man, how easy would Oates do? And I think we can have a good Super Bowl here. I think New England, the Patriots, Tom Brady's going for the legacy here, Cap. This it right here. This it. This it right here. He's got 5 of them. He's beaten the Philadelphia Eagles. He beat the Seattle Seahawks. He beat the St. Louis Rams. Atlanta Falcons. And the Carolina Panthers. Tom Brady's got 5. Can he beat the Philadelphia Eagles twice? You get 6 Super Bowls, I mean, you pretty much are the greatest. I mean, you can say whatever you want. You go 6-2 in a Super Bowl. Yeah, I'd have to say you're the greatest. I mean, Peyton Manning's got 5 league MVPs. 5 league MVPs. But he's only got 2 Super Bowls. He was in 4. Tom Brady, with this one, he'll have been in 8. But it's all about championships. It's all about winning a championship, Cap. Can you win the championship? I think that's how you define greatness. Do you win the championship? Do you win the title? The last 2 times Tom Brady was in a Super Bowl, should have lost both games. The Atlanta Falcons should have never lost a 28-3 lead. Never. Never. Under no circumstances. You're leading 28-3. In the Super Bowl, in the 3rd quarter. You are not, N-O-T, not supposed to lose. Sorry. And a couple of years before that, when Pete Carroll threw the ball from the 1-yard line, you got Marshawn Lynch, who I don't like, by the way, not that much. I mean, he's not really my kind of guy, but it's irrelevant. You give him the ball, he just falls right into the end zone, touchdown, Seattle wins the Super Bowl. No, we're going to throw it. We're going to throw it from the 1-yard line, a 3-yard pass into the middle of the field where all 22 players are standing. What a call. What a call. Only a genius would call. Only an idiot would call that, Cap. Only an idiot. Only an idiot. But we move on, man. We move on. Tom Brady won both those games, but, man, I tell you, it's hard to bet a team that always has to pull it out of their you-know-what to win. Tom Brady's won 5 Super Bowls. His biggest margin of victory in the 5 Super Bowls is 6 points, and that was last year when they beat Atlanta by a touchdown, and the only reason they won by 6 points is because the NFL changed the rules that said you had to score a touchdown if you got the ball first in overtime or the other team got the ball, because if they were having the old rules, New England would have kicked a 20-something yard field goal and they'd only won the game by 3 points. The spread's down to 4.5. It opened 6. The total opened 50. And it's down to 48. Someplace they're 48.5 out there. Bookmaker Chris, where the line originates, they open a game 6. They're holding steady at 5. So they got a 1-point movement down on the point spread and a 2-point movement down on the total. If I had to bet the game right now, I'd take the Eagles. I'd take the Philadelphia Eagles. I'd take their 5 points. But I'm not betting the game today. Bet the next week. Because I don't get any bonus for betting the game early. You don't get nothing for betting the game early. Zero. I get all these guys. I get all these phone calls at 6, 7, 8 o'clock in the morning wanting to know who you got today, MeatMan. Who you have today in the NBA. I say, I don't know yet. He goes, how do you don't know? I don't know, man. You got to see who's playing. A lot of these guys in the NBA, you don't find out they're sitting till a half hour before the game starts. How are you going to pick the winner, handicap the thing right when you don't even know who's playing? Now, it'd be the Super Bowl, everybody's going to be playing, but you figure somebody will get arrested, somebody do something stupid. I mean, Tom Brady cut his hand last week. What's to say he don't cut his hand this week? Maybe cut something else. Who knows, man? So we'll talk about it more next week, but right now I'm in lean mode toward the Philadelphia Eagles in the Super Bowl. All right, we got to take a break. Got to take a commercial break. When we come back, we're going to start picking some games against the spread. Pro basketball, college basketball, and we're going to talk about the Pegasus Cup. The new big race that they run every year. It's $1 million to enter your horse. Costs $1 million, Cap. To enter your horse, they got a field of 12. The purse is like $16 million. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. We're going to talk about that. So don't touch that dial, Cap. You are listening to Sportsline with the MeatMan, Dave Scandaliato, coming out to you live from Las Vegas, Nevada. We're doing it all right here on 910 AM WUBR. CBS Sports Radio, Baton Rouge. All right. I had a feeling you were doing something. That's why I was moving slowly there. I was trying to move it slow. I was never, I mean, I didn't see your head, so I know never to go to break unless I see your head. All right, well. Right. No. All right. And welcome back to Sportsline Radio. My name is Dave, the MeatMan Scandaliato, and I'm coming at you live from Las Vegas, Nevada, like I do every Friday, right here on 910 AM WUBR, CBS Sports Radio, Baton Rouge. We talk about sporting events against the point spread. That's what we do. That's what we do. And I tell you, look, we made money. We're making money. We made money in 2017. We're making money so far this year. I think I'm 7-5. 7-5-1 in 2018. It's not too bad. I can't win an NBA game to save my life. And LSU Tigers, they've screwed the MeatMan the last two radio shows, but I've done all right with LSU this year. Don't kid yourself. I'm very happy with Will Wade and the LSU Tigers, and I'm hoping to be happy with him again on Saturday. The LSU Tigers are going to play the Auburn Tigers. It's game 607, 608. The Auburn Tigers are an 11-point favorite against LSU. Auburn's 18-2 straight up. They're 13-5 against the spread. They're 10-0 at home. They're 5-1 away from home, and they're 3-1 on a neutral site. Wow. But they're only ranked 19th in the country. So what does that tell me? That tells me that not many people thought much of Auburn in the beginning of the season. Usually when you're 18-2, you're ranked a little bit better than 19th in the country. So this is an Auburn Tigers team that obviously nobody was expecting much out of. Was way down there in the rankings in the preseason polls. And now they find themselves on a Saturday afternoon ranked 19th in the country, getting ready to play the 12-7 LSU Tigers. And man, I tell you, 12-7. That record would look so much better if they wouldn't have lost by 1 point to the Georgia Bulldogs or 1 point to Stephen F. Austin. The 13-6 would look so much better than 12-7. But it is what it is. LSU's got to win this game on Saturday. Like a guy in a hospital needs blood. The Tigers are 9-7 against the point spread. 8-4 at home, 3-1 on the road, 1-2 on a neutral site. Auburn 6-1 in the conference. LSU is 3-4. Wow. Wow. Here's a stat that I like right here. The last 3 times LSU has played Auburn on the road, the LSU Tigers 2-1 straight up and 3-0 against the spread. They're going to a place they don't mind playing, Cap. They going somewhere it really doesn't bother them. 2015, LSU went to Auburn, beat them 84-61. They just hammered them. They dropped the hammer on them, Cap. And in 2016, LSU goes into Auburn, beats them 80-68. I mean, they just dropped the hammer on them, Cap. Just dropped the hammer on them. Now, last year, LSU goes into Auburn, they lose. They were getting 10.5 points. Auburn beat them 78-74, but I mean, look, LSU last year, PU, baby. It wasn't LSU, it was PU. They stunk. And Auburn still can only beat them by 4 points. So LSU getting 11, I like that. I mean, it's this 18-2 record by the Auburn Tigers. I mean, come on, Cap. I don't buy into it, man. I don't buy into it. But it is what it is. They're 18-2. They've won 9 out of their last 10. They're a good point spread team. I mean, 13-5. That's pretty good. But I'm taking LSU. I'm taking the Tigers. Plus the 11. Like I said, just based on the last 3 years, I wouldn't give LSU 11 points going to Auburn. Auburn never plays LSU any good. I don't know why. Not sure why. Not exactly sure why or how or who or what or where or when or anything like that, but it is what it is. 11 points. That's a lot of points. That's a lot of points. And look, LSU needs to win this game. LSU lose this game, they go to 12-8. It's going to be tough to get to 20 wins from 12-8. But, look, from 13-7, get a few more wins in the regular season, win 1 or 2 games, maybe in the conference tournament. Next thing you know, you find yourself with 20 wins, an SEC team, and you never know, man. You might get stuck into that first 4 deal on a Tuesday or Wednesday night. It's very possible. But you got to win this game. That loss to Vanderbilt, very unacceptable. Unacceptable. Never should you lose to Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt was absolute garbage. They're playing like absolute garbage. And you go in there, get way behind, come back, take the lead, get all full of yourselves, and wind up losing. Don't believe the hype, Cap. Don't believe the hype. Go out there and get the job done. Put me down for the LSU Tigers on Saturday in college basketball against the Auburn Tigers plus the 11 points. Now, look, you're looking for more college basketball plays. I mean, they got a jillion games going on Saturday. Give me a call. 1-833-MeatMan. 1-833-MEATMAN. That's how you get in touch with Dave Scandaliato. Call me on a Saturday. There's a lot of games. 1-833-MeatMan. You talk directly with me. Dave Scandaliato. You're not going to talk to some sales guy. You're not going to talk to some guy with a fake name. You're going to talk to me. Or, look, you want to get on my text message list? This is a pretty good way to go here. I got a text message thing. You text the word MeatMan, MEATMAN, to 94253. You text the word MeatMan, MEATMAN, to 94253. And then every day, I send you a text message to your phone. I send you a text message. I send you the text message right to your phone. It's got the picks on it. You get the 1 free premium pick every day. Sometimes I give out 2 plays. Like yesterday, I gave out 2 plays. 2-0. 2-0, Cap. I had the Denver Nuggets minus the 5.5 against the New York Knicks winner. And the Golden State Warriors minus the points in that TNT game against the Minnesota Timberwolves. That was a winner. I gave out 2 NBA games on the text message deal last night, absolutely free. And they're premium plays. MeatMan ain't going to send you some throwaway pick that I don't have own money on. I'm trying to impress you, Cap. I want you to sign up for my service, man. I want you to sign up for my premium text message picks because believe me, you only get 1 of the free ones. Let's say I get 3 picks for the night. Well, I'm going to give you 1. Now, you want the other 2? You sign up for the premium text message list. $50, $100, $75. It's real easy, Cap. Comes out to $2, $3 a day. You're betting $100 a game. You're betting 3 games a night. You're betting $330. Instead of betting $330, you're risking $333. You can live with that, Cap. You want to get on the MeatMan's text message list? You want to get that free play every day directly from me? Live in Las Vegas, Nevada. Text the word MeatMan, MEATMAN, to 94253. Text the word MeatMan, M-E-A-T-M-A-N, to 94253. Or just give me a call. Like I said, my personal iPhone, I got my own personal toll-free number that I'm literally going to have till the day I die. 1-833-MeatMan, 1-833-M-E-A-T-M-A-N, 1-833-MeatMan. All right, tonight in the NBA, I think you got to go with the Pelicans. I think you got to go with the New Orleans Pelicans. Plus the 4.5, 5 points, man. And the spread's going up. Point spread's going up. When I started the show, the spread was 4. Now it's 4.5. Someplace got 5. Let's see what Bookmaker has. Where the line originates. Let's see what Bookmaker's got. Bookmaker, they got 4.5. 4.5 and 228. They opened the game 3 and 229.5. So we got a point and a half movement on the side, and we got a point and a half movement on the total. This is going to be a good game right here. It's Chris Paul's first return to New Orleans as a Rocket. He's been back many times before as a Clipper. Now he's coming back as a Rocket. This time, though, we're a playoff contender. We're a playoff team. And we got to let the Rockets know, man, look, no way, Cap. No, sorry, man, you're not coming in the Smoothie King Center. That's not a real intimidating name, the Smoothie King Center. You know what I'm saying? It's not like the Black Hole or Death Valley and all that, the Smoothie King Center. I mean, that's not an intimidating name. They ought to come up with something a little more intimidating than the Smoothie King Center. You know what I'm talking about, Cap? But nevertheless, I think you got to take the Pelicans here at home, especially if you get 5 points. I mean, the spread everywhere is 4.5. They got some places that have 5, so I'm going to buy it a half a point. And we'll knock that 4.5 up to 5. I was talking to a guy, I hate to say his name, I'm not going to say his name, it begins with an S. It begins with an S. And it ought to begin with an S because he did an S-head move the other day. I sent out to pick the Dallas Mavericks plus a 7. His guy had 6.5. And he didn't buy the half a point. He didn't buy the half a point. How many times have you heard me say it? You always buy the half a point. If it's on a half a point, you buy the half a point, put it on a flat number. If the spread's 8, you leave it there. If the spread's 12, you leave it there. If the spread's 32, you leave it there. If the spread's 8.5, you make it 9. If the spread's 14.5, you make it 15. If the spread's 27.5, you make it 28. You always buy the half a point. One push out of every 11 games. One push out of every 11 losses that you buy the half a point saves you the whole deal. I've done the math on it, Cap. I know what I'm talking about. Cap. The Pelicans come in 26 and 21 straight up. The Rockets are 34 and 12. The Houston Rockets are 34 and 12. And they've had their way with the Pelicans. The last 10 times they played, the Rockets are 8-2. Straight up against New Orleans, but just 2-2 in the Smoothie King Center. So the Pelicans have beaten the Rockets 2 out of the last 4 times that they played in the Smoothie King Center. 2-2 against the spread. One game, Pelicans were actually a 4.5 point favorite. The Rockets won that game 112 to 111. Rockets are loaded, brother, but man, I'm telling you, the Pelicans got a good team. And you cannot give a team as good as the New Orleans Pelicans when everybody's playing. Let's make sure everybody's playing here. Let's take a quick look and make sure everybody is playing. And the answer to that is boom, 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 boom. There it is right there. Yeah, pretty much. Tony Allen's not playing. He's been out since December the 12th. That Alexis Hanukkah guy, he's been out since October the 20th. And then Solomon Hill, he's been out since October the 14th. So we're ready to go, Cap. Pelicans are loaded. I mean, anybody that's been playing on the Pelicans team in the last month is going to be out there tonight. The Houston Rockets, they ain't got nobody hurt. Nobody. Even the last dude on the bench is healthy tonight, man. They ain't got no injuries. There's nobody's name on the Houston Rockets injury report. This ought to be a good basketball game tonight. This ought to be a good basketball game tonight. There's no way you give the Pelicans 5 points at home. You can forget about that. That's a bad idea, man. That's a bad idea. No matter who they playing, it's a bad idea to give the New Orleans Pelicans 5 points at home. Your second pick on the program today, I'll take the New Orleans Pelicans tonight. Friday night. I haven't won an NBA game on a Friday night yet on this program. I'm 0-2. 0-2. Two bad losses, too, man. I mean, two ugly losses. I mean, wow. So I got to win one sooner or later. We'll take the New Orleans Pelicans tonight at home plus the 5 points. If you're getting 4.5, 5.5, make it plus 5. The New Orleans Pelicans plus 5 minus $1.20. That'll be your second pick for today's program. So we're going to take LSU to Tigers on Saturday. College basketball plus the 11. We're going to take the New Orleans Pelicans tonight on Friday plus the 5. We're going to take a commercial break right now. When we come back, I'm going to talk about the Pegasus Cup, the big $16 million horse race that's going to take place on Saturday at Gulfstream Park. Time permitting, I might have another NBA play for you. So don't touch that dial, Cap. You're listening to Sports Line Radio with the MeatMan, Dave Scandaliato. I'm coming at you live from Las Vegas, Nevada. And we're doing it all right here on 910 AM WUBR, CBS Sports Radio, Baton Rouge. All right, 20 more minutes. 20 more minutes, and then you get to go home for 48 hours and listen to your wife talk instead of me and Chrysan and Jordy Holberg and Buddy Sanji and Jim Rome and Alan. You get to listen to her for 48 hours. All right, how you like that? It's a different... It's not bad. All right. How long's it been? How long? Did I ask? Because I'm being nosy. How long? Wow. Wow. 40 years. Bam, bam. Huh? That's a long time, man. That's a long time, 40 years. Long time. Right, yeah, right. That's right. That's how you know you've been married a long time, when you've been married more years than you haven't. I don't know, man. I don't know how some of you guys do it. Of course, not all women are the same. Not all guys are the same. So it all depends on how you hold up to the light. right? All right. And welcome back to Sportsline Radio. My name is Dave, the MeatMan Scandaliato. I'm coming at you live from Las Vegas, Nevada, like we do every Friday, from 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. Central Time, 9:10 a.m. WUBR, CBS Sports Radio, Baton Rouge. I'm glad to be here, Cap. Glad to have you there. We talk gambling here on the radio, Cap. I mean, look, in a couple of weeks, the Supreme Court's going to rule on this thing, and it's just not going to be a big secret anymore. You're going to see more gambling commercials than you can even imagine. I mean, every other commercial. Remember how every other commercial on TV used to be for fantasy football? Remember that? Every other commercial on TV was for DraftKings or whatever the other one was. Whatever the other one was. I mean, every commercial on TV was for fantasy football. Same thing's going to happen when the sports gambling comes legal. Every commercial on every college football game, every college basketball game, everything. There's going to be gambling commercials. Sign up for this app. Sign up here. Get down here. Free bet. Free bonus. This, that, the other thing. Blah, blah, blah. Man, I tell you, it's going to be great. Going to be great. People will get an account open. Get buried. Realizing now that you're picking the games, putting real money on them, it's just not quite as easy as it looked when you were just jotting them down in a notebook and you really weren't keeping serious records. You were just kind of keeping half-ass records and all that. And you find out you're not the 68% handicapper that you think you are. You're really a 48% handicapper because you had a bad habit of turning the games off with a minute to go. You didn't see the late bucket to cover the spread, the blown call, the bad whistle, the dumb play that cost you the point spread. You missed all that because you turned it off because you never had any money on it. That could all change, Cap. I can't wait. All right, tomorrow, race 12 at Gulfstream Park. They're going 1 mile and an eighth. It's the Pegasus World Cup. The purse is $16,300,000. $7 million is going to the winner. Post time in Baton Rouge, Louisiana is 4:35 Central Time. Post time for the MeatMan out here in Las Vegas, 2:35 Eastern Time. We got a full field of 12 as far as I know, as far as I can see. The number 1 Singing Bullet, ridden by Robbie Alvarado. Dale Roman's a trainer, 30-1 on the morning line. Obviously, whoever owns this horse has a ton of money because, man, this horse just don't belong in a race. He just don't belong. He runs in optional claiming races, 9 winners of 2. No. The 2 horses, West Coast, ridden by J.J. Castellano, 8-1 on the morning line. Bob Baffert is the trainer. West Coast, he ran pretty good in 2017. He won $2.2 million, 6 wins, 2 seconds, and a third. In 9 starts, he never missed hitting the board. Ran third to Gun Runner in the Breeders' Cup Classic. Went off at 4-1 in the Breeders' Cup. Yeah, we'll see. I'll let you know. The 3-horse Stellar win, Jose Rosario on it, Joel Rosario, Chad Brown, the trainer, 30-1. On the morning line, horse was running pretty good for a while. But it's a filly. It's a filly. A mare. A mare. Not a bad horse. Don't get me wrong. But now she's running with the boys. It's nothing personal, baby. I'm taking one of the guys. The 4-horse, Sharp Azteca. Ortiz in the saddle. Jorge Navarro, the trainer, 6-1 on the morning line. It's a pretty nice horse. I mean, no ifs, ands about it. He's won 3 out of his last 4 races. He won over $1 million in 2017. He ran in the Breeders' Cup Dirt Mile, the Grade 1. He ran second by a half a length. He'd won a couple of graded races before that. In his last race out, he won the Cigar at Aqueduct, a Grade 1 going a mile. He wins the race by 5 lengths with J.J. Castellano in the saddle. Not a bad horse. The 5 horses collected, Mike Smith in the saddle, Bob Baffert, the trainer, 8-1 on the morning line. I think this is the horse I had in the Breeders' Cup Classic. I think this is the horse I had. I had the other Baffert horse. He ran a good race. He ran second. Gunrunner was just too strong for him. Gunrunner was just too strong. This is a nice horse right here. He's been on a roll. No doubt about it. He won over $1 million in 2017. 6 races, 4 wins, a second and a third. I might go with collected. You never know, Cap. The 6 is Gunnavera with Saiz, Luis Saiz in the saddle. Antonio Sano, the trainer, 15-1 on the morning line. The bottom line is Gunnavera never wins any big races. He's won some nice races, and he's a nice horse. 14 career starts, 5 wins. He's won over $1 million, made over $800,000 last year. He just got better horses in the race. Fear the Cowboy. That's a 7-horse. That Gaffalonia guy is riding him. 30-1 on the morning line. Loza Jr. is the trainer. This is a stakes horse. This isn't a graded horse. Even though his last race out, he did win the Grade 3 at Gulfstream Park. He's actually won 4 times at Gulfstream Park. Is this the horse for the course right here? 4 wins, a second, a third. He's made over $200,000 running at the Gulfstream. Did run 105 by a figure last time out. Was making a second start off the layoff. J.J. Castellano was up. We got the jockey change. I think we can do better. You got the 8-horse War Story. Joel Ortiz in the saddle, 25-1 morning line. Jorge Navarro, the trainer. Last time out was in the Breeders' Cup Classic. He ran a great race, 112 buyer figure. Went off at over 50-1, but man, that gun runner was just too good. Just too good. Collected was second. West Coast was third. So War Story ran a great race. But he hasn't run since the Breeders' Cup Classic. Granted, it was only 2.5 months ago. 0 for 2 lifetime at Gulfstream Park, but has banked over $250,000. The 9-horse Toast of New York. That Dettori guy is the jockey's 25-1. Osborne's the trainer. He ran in a Breeders' Cup Classic back in 2014 and ran second. Ran 113 by a figure. Then the horse was laid up from November 1st, 2014 at Breeders' Cup Classic race all the way until December the 6th, 2017. This horse was laid up for 3 years. They've been trying to get this horse back on the track. Could be dangerous. I don't know enough about him. The tennis gun runner, the horse of the year, voted on. Steve Asmussen, the trainer, 4-5 on the morning line. Guru, leading jockey at the fairgrounds for the last couple of years. This horse is an absolute animal. Get it? 6 straight races with a buyer figure of 110 or higher. Now, he hasn't run since the Breeders' Cup Classic either, where he ran at 117 buyer figure. I don't know, 4-5 on the morning line. We're going to have to see. We're going to have to see. The 11 horse is Seeking the Soul. Won his last time out at Churchill Downs in a grade 1, the Clark handicap. With J.R. Velasquez up, almost 8-1. Never ridden at Gulfstream Park. He's never been there. 25-1 on the morning line. Not a bad horse, but just doesn't stick out as anything special. Giant Expectations. The 12-horse Gary Stevens. In the irons, Dallas Stewart, by the way, the trainer of Seeking the Soul, the 11. The trainer on the 12, Peter Urton. This horse, he wins at Del Mar, a grade 2 race back in August. Last time out at Santa Anita with Gary Stevens up, he wins a grade 2. 30-1 on the morning line. They've got to pass here. We got to pass. All right, so we got all 12 in. Now I got to pick one. This is where it gets tough. This is where it gets tough right here, Cap. But I think the MeatMan is going to go with West Coast. I'm going with West Coast. He ran 3rd in the Breeders' Cup Classic. He got steady. And when he got steadied, pretty much lost the race. Because this is a good horse. This is an improving horse. 100 buyer figure, then 108, 107, then 112. This is a dangerous horse right here. J.J. Castellano up. Bob Baffert, the trainer, always comes up big. This West Coast horse reminds me a lot of Arrogate. Arrogate was a 3-year-old. He kind of blossomed late, come out of nowhere, wins a Breeders' Cup, wins a couple other races, and boom, next thing you know, he's retired. I think the same thing might happen to West Coast. started blooming a little late. Didn't run in a Kentucky Derby or anything like that. The Preakness, the Belmont, he missed all that. Now he's kind of coming into his own as a 4-year-old. This horse is probably going to get overlooked at the window, but I'm telling you right now, West Coast, the 2, is going to be dangerous on Saturday here. Let's do that. At 8-1 in the morning line, we'll take West Coast, the 2. The 2 horse in the 12th race at Gulfstream Park on Saturday. 12:02 West Coast, 8-1 in the morning line. And we're going to bet this horse across the board, win, place, and show. So you like betting $20 to win? I would recommend 7 to win, 7 to place, 7 to show. With a full field of 12, no guarantee that gun runner's going to hit the board. 8-1 in the morning line, you could very easily get all your money back. If West Coast runs third, runs second for the place, you're definitely going to turn a profit. And when he wins, I will see everybody in the winner's circle. We'll take West Coast, the 2 horse, to win the Pegasus Cup, the 12th race at Gulfstream Park on Saturday. All right, just a quick recap. We also took the New Orleans Pelicans tonight, plus the 5 at home against the Houston Rockets, and we're going to take the LSU Tigers, plus the 11 points on Saturday on the road in that big SEC matchup against the Auburn Tigers. All right, that's going to wrap it up for this edition of Sportsline Radio. I want to thank my man Don back in the studio. Everything went smooth again. Don, enjoy your 48 hours away. As always, I want to thank my man TK, Tommy Chrysant, for helping me get the spot here. And, of course, my man Alan, the owner of Pelican Sports TV and Radio, for putting the MeatMan in the game. Don't forget, bet with your head and not over it. Money management is the key to turning a profit betting sports. As always, my name is Dave, the MeatMan Scandaliato. I will see you in 167 hours right here on Sportsline. All right, I appreciate it very much. Enjoy your weekend. This season, this year, after the NBA season, they can't play in not the Smoothie King. They can't play in the T-Mobile Arena because it's too big. So they're going to play at the Mandalay Bay, in the place they got there. People are scared to death to go to the Mandalay Bay after the shooting. So not only going to have bad crowds because the WNBA doesn't draw flies, then you got everybody scared to death to go to the Mandalay Bay. So I can't wait. I can't wait. You can bet on the WNBA, man. I tell you, I cannot wait. I can't wait. I mean, the place would be empty. They have 1,000 people, 1,500, 2,000. But they're not going to draw no 10, 12,000 people for that. So I can't wait. All right. Yep, you too. All right. That's going to wrap it up for this edition of Sportsline Radio. Don't forget, you need to get in touch with the MeatMan. Give me a call. My personal iPhone. Now I got my own personal toll-free number that I'm literally going to have till the day I die. It's 1-833-MeatMan, 1-833-MEATMAN. That's how you talk direct with me, Dave Scandaliato. You want to get on my text message list. That's what I highly recommend. Text the word MeatMan, MEATMAN, to 94253. You text the word MeatMan, MEATMAN, to 94253. Don't forget, you want to be friends with the MeatMan on Facebook? Dave Scandaliato, DaveScandaliato. Send a friend request to Dave Scandaliato. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. That way you never miss an episode of Sportsline Radio. Don't forget, once again, you want to talk with me? NHL hockey, NBA basketball, the Super Bowl, the prop bets, you name it. I live out here in Las Vegas, baby, and I live it. 1-833-MeatMan, 1-833-MEATMEN. You talk directly with me, Dave Scandaliato, live in Las Vegas, Nevada. 1-833-MeatMan. Thanks, everybody, for watching, listening live, watching a rebroadcast, and I'll see you in 167 hours right here on Sportsline.